This week is going to be so serious, guys. Are you ready? This is crazy. What's going on with the markets and why are we selling today? This is crazy, so watch the video to find out. It looks like something is starting right now. We might go up for a short time, but I still think we will. That is, especially this coming week, or by the time you watch this video this week, begin the start of a fresh week. Are you ready for it to get very volatile? This week, there are some cute events. Monday is the July PPI, and Tuesday is the very important CPI. Wednesday is also very important, okay? So basically, what will happen next in the markets will depend on whether inflation goes up or down. Hopefully lower, guys, right now. The reason we just dumped is because tensions are growing all over the world, from this country to that, 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 because as I've been saying, they have the world in a chokehold. Why? Because they look like they could play the war story, guys, right? The war card at any time to get people to sell their stocks. Okay? Guys, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't think anything like this has ever happened before. Changes tonight. Russian President Putin will talk to the world and donors. Right now, all of this is going on because, well, look what happened, guys. It's true that Hezbollah just hit Israeli military bases with Russian rockets, right? So, wow, it looks like we're still not out of the woods. The movie for today pretty much tells us when the bottom will come. I do have some goals in mind. But for now, I mean, we have to say, wow, that's crazy, right? That's why we dumped today. It's all crazy, guys. Do I believe you guys? Should I say that I think we're now at this part? This part is where the black zone starts. I don't think so, do you? I still don't believe it. I still think we're here, guys, right? We're pretty much here. Guys, we're right here, right? I think this is the dump place. That's just what I think, right? Even though it's just a guess, I don't think we're quite at the big black zone event yet, right? Even though these things can speed up toward A, guys want to go to the big blocks now. The whole Iron Dome has failed, as you can see here, guys. It's really crazy here. Wow, once more. Take a look at those guys. They told us. Mr. Poole told us in real time on 811 today, right? How exactly did the Iron Dome fail? It looks like a dome, doesn't it? There was some kind of blast. Oh, that was brought up early. Keep an eye on the Middle East because early warning systems will fail, which means that the war will start when you least expect it, right? It looks like this story will be linked to war. Okay, this story right here. That's the story of the Black Swan, guys. Now, I still think it will be Taiwan, China, right? Guys, the only reason I believe that is because of NVIDIA. It looks like several wars will happen at the same time, right? Guys, how much do you think the US will print if that were to happen? It should be bigger than the event in 2020. Okay, the amount of money they print again, could it be $20 trillion to $30 trillion? In a seas, the United States sends nuclear-powered ships to the Middle East. Okay, so these things are happening. That's why things are about to get very unstable. But be careful, I'm hunting right now. Really, guys, I'm looking for pennies and everything else to buy more XRP because I'll be on it if prices drop. A bullish split is what I'm waiting for. I am now looking for a bullish divergence of some kind. Like this, guys, the signal goes up, but then the price moves, right? Does it look right? Hey guys, that looks like a positive divergence. That would be great if I could see that on the longer time frames. We're ready to go. That's most likely the bottom, but I have a key. I will soon have a few important goals here. No, I wouldn't worry too much about all of these things happening, would I? It has to do with spending. Now, be very careful if you're in certain places right now, as Mr. Poole told us before, right? Keep yourself safe, guys. But if prices for cryptocurrencies went down, I wouldn't mind, right? We do know that Russia is the biggest exporter of natural gas in the world and one of the top 3 in almost every other major product that will be traded in crypto. Get ready for a supply shock. You have no idea what this is going to do. Now, Russia has passed a law that lets companies use cryptocurrencies for foreign trade. This is meant to cut down on payment delays, especially with important trading partners like China, India, and the UAE. The central bank will be in charge of putting cryptocurrency operations into place. All of this is going on at the same time. Guys, all of this is happening right at the same time they are approving coins. What is going on? Yes, absolutely. There are at least 15 different things going on that have to do with, you guys know, right? Cryptocurrency trades should start before the end of 2024, and the central bank will be in charge of making sure they happen. Guys, the first cryptocurrency transfer should happen before the end of the year. Yes? It's really happening. Wow. That being said, I wouldn't worry too much if you have money put in cryptocurrencies. Don't give up, though, because all of these things can turn into real big blocks. One thing after another, China will soon stop blocking Bitcoin and crypto mining. Can you see? I don't think we're at this part yet, guys. Okay, at this point, because I think China will lift the ban right now, right? That way their country can buy our bags and these people will sell and dump them on their heads like this. We will write this in preparation for this, and we buy back down here, guys. That wouldn't be the funniest thing if, say, China did that. Blocked Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies right at the top, right on. Look at what Donald Trump says. Watch what happens after the Olympics that makes me doubt that we're at the top. Wow, guys, this is crazy. No one else called it but us. Keep an eye on what goes on after the Olympics. I can tell what will happen. Pay attention to what Taiwan and China do right after the Olympics. What? You guys don't see? It has happened, but I don't think it's like these events, guys. This is what I think it is. You know about Taiwan and China? I actually said this a lot of months ago. That seems like a big Blackstone event to me. Also, wouldn't it be strange if they lifted the ban on cryptocurrencies at the same time that the Blackstone event happened in Taiwan and China? That's because NVIDIA chips are made in Taiwan, if I'm not wrong. Something doesn't smell right here, does it? China is about to have a huge influx of cash. I hope you know what that means for Bitcoin. It looks like they're already printing it. China has given the go-ahead, so the next stop is America. I want the Federal Reserve to cut the fund rate by 75 basis points right away. Another 75 basis point cut is planned for next month at the September meeting, at the very least. Now, these people are telling the Federal Reserve what to do because it looks like the economy is going in what direction? Going down. Yes, the economy is already going downhill, and it looks like the Federal Reserve is always behind. Well, it's clear that's all planned. Okay? Just to tell you, stocks go down when the Federal Reserve changes its mind and lowers interest rates. Right on. Will happen, guys. What's 2 months? The big black hole will probably hit soon, right? 58%, 50% minus all of this is all bad. Guys, 51%, 3/5, 27%, 48%, 36%. At what point did they start cutting rates? Or turned right on? Okay, guys, at this point, the ball mark fully prices in a heart-shaped decline. At the same time, everyone on Wall Street says that everything is fine. The soft landing is coming, right? My plan is to wait to sell until I see a small blow off top. Really, I hope. Do you guys think that's all I want? I told you about my idea about what will happen in the markets in the next few months to years. Is it going to happen? So I guess that's what time will tell. For now, I think we'll go up. The Dow Transportation Index doesn't back up the Dow Jones Industrial Average after all these years. Before big changes in trends and recessions, this is what we see. How many signs do we need to figure out what's coming up, guys? But first, there will be a decline, though there needs to be a shock at the start. I hope so. Look at that. Wow. Go down, down. Everything is linked to everything else. That's interesting. That's beginning to fall. Following, they might also go down. Guys, do you think so? I hope we pumped first before they cause a real Blackstone event to happen right now. How do I find out when the Blackstone events will happen? This is what Jim Cramer said about voting for Donald Trump. You said that if you care about your paycheck, you should go with Trump in the stock market. Isn't it strange? What does right mean? It's the opposite, right? Hey guys, if Donald Trump wins, they might crash the markets then. It seems a little strange, doesn't it? Hey guys, I don't know why people are saying the other team is going to win, but zoom out, the best is yet to come. That's right, guys, the best is yet to come. Take a look at this. Finance says there's a lot of institutional and retail interest in Bitcoin ETFs, even though the price crashed recently. Hey guys, remember when Bitcoin crashed? That was a bear trap because we pumped higher, but the real thing I have going on is in what direction will the real bottom for coins be? I have 2 goals. Okay, right here soon, like 50, 53 Bitcoin. I think it was because I think that if it stays around those levels, there will be positive divergences on the longer time frame for things like XRP. I think it's around 40 cents for XRP, but I need to check that. If those aren't the bottom, guys, I think this part is 100% the bottom.